All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We are focusing on Hurricane Irma. And yesterday we were giving you the information that you can actually use regarding this. And that includes shelters in our community and some government programs that can help you out if the worst of the worst should happen. But the conclusion yesterday was that the best thing you could ever do for at least for your home and your car and things like that is insurance. And we have somebody on the phone who knows a little bit about insurance.
Yes, we do.
Howard Hammond is on the phone. He's the managing director of Fifth Third Securities, Insurance and Institutional Services. He's talking to us about insurance, not just homeowners insurance, but life insurance, etc. Good morning, Howard. Thank you for being on the air with us this morning.
Good morning, Larry. Glad to be here, and we wish you all the safety and best of luck through this storm.
Yeah,
the next couple of days.
Good
luck.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we're in the part of Florida that probably will feel it on Sunday night. Mm-hmm. Sunday night, Monday morning.
Sunday night. Oh.
Yeah, that looks like our deadline time. Not to do a play on words there, but
never know. I'm getting prepared.
Anyway, we discovered yesterday that insurance is the best thing you can do to protect yourself from catastrophes, whether it's home or death or anything. Well, you can't protect yourself from death, but you can protect your family, right? Like you can
help your family after the fact, yes.
Right. So if on Monday morning they find me floating, at least I can have some money for the people I care about, right? You guys will come through for me.
Yes, and you're spot on. That's one of the most important things that people need to think about when it comes to life insurance is the challenges that their family is going to face if something does happen to them, and it's fairly common that people aren't insured and prepared.
When people purchase life insurance, do you have to go back periodically to see what kind of coverage that you have, or does the coverage always stay the same?
No, we recommend in general that people look to update their insurance every 2 years or so. Not only can their life situation change, but you can also have changes in mortality tables and cost, where by updating and making sure your policy is current, you're making sure of two things, that your family's protected and as well as you're getting the best deal you possibly can.
One of the things I wanted to ask you about, once in a while you hear an investment professional talking about using life insurance as an investment. Is that a good idea? Or what is your thoughts on it? You work in that business.
It varies. In general, we recommend focus on the insurance and do the investment separately. Because when you look at it from a pure cost perspective, in general, a variable universal life or whole life, the investment portion of that is going to be more expensive than it would be if you purchase the investment separately.
Let's see. I had a life insurance policy, a small one, that ended when I was 60. I guess they don't insure me after. If I died when I was 59, I would have been okay. But when I turned 60, they said, "Well, thank you for being our customer, but we're done."
Oh my!
Right? I told you that.
Wow.
Well, that was probably a term policy that it could have been a 20-year term or a 30-year term. And when you purchase those, they're generally less expensive. Right. And then as you age, the need for insurance isn't as great as your children get through college and go out on your own. So that's fairly common that people use the term certain for a period of time to protect their family when they're younger, and then the insurance may go away over a period of time.
So when a person purchases life insurance, is it good to figure when you want the amount to go to your heirs, is it good to figure all of the costs for a burial or cremation or whatever you decide, plus leaving money for the heirs on top of that?
Yeah, and that's the consideration that we try and take into account when we sit down with folks, is really to determine what do you want to happen. And you alluded to it earlier, Larry, it's a little bit of a delicate conversation at times, but you want to have that conversation about the cost to bury, obviously, and then as you go down the road, one of the most traumatic things that can happen to a family is to lose the key earner. And then not only are you faced with the loss of that individual, but potentially if you hit on hard times, then you cannot afford to stay in your primary residence, and then you're moving the family. So generally, you look at people use different metrics, but generally 3 to 6 years of living expenses is what you want to be insured for.
So should you be looking at it like on a regular, like every year? Should I go visit my insurance guy and say, do I need to change anything? Should you update it as you get older?
Yes, you should, and there's different milestones in your life that you want to make sure you review your insurance and make sure it's proper. Obviously, getting married, when you have children, when you become an empty nester and your children are financially independent, and especially as you enter retirement, because generally then you're starting to do the planning on what you want to happen for your beneficiaries. And as I said earlier, it's generally a good rule of thumb to check your coverage every 2 years or so.
So can you purchase a life insurance plan for your child when your child is born and do something different than what Larry's plan had? That way, once the child is grown and leaves the nest, you can say, here, this is your life insurance policy. It's all paid up and it's good until you pass away, no matter the age?
Yes, and some people do insure children. It's a conversation that people generally are uncomfortable having. But when you have that conversation, I think people see the sense of it, and then they're much more open to it. So yes.
So do we use one insurance company for all of our insurance, like car, house, life, and everything, or do we go to different companies for different types of insurance?
Well, that's the beauty of today's market. You can really go out and find each individual carrier who offers you the best pricing and protection for specific products. As well as some companies now, it's fairly common for the insurance carriers, the more policies, whether it's auto, life, property, and casualty, the more you have with them, they'll lower the rates on the respective policies. So you can do both, actually.
And is Fifth Third Bank responsible for making September health insurance month, life insurance month?
Well, we're not alone responsible for making Life Insurance Awareness Month, but it's something that we feel is really critical to raise awareness and make sure that people understand the importance of life insurance in their financial plan.
You know, I was thinking we live so long now that a whole life, 3/3 of a life, used to be about 60. Mm-hmm. So by the time I get to 100, I'll be into my 5th third. So.
That's right.
I appreciate the free soundbite there, Larry. Thank you.
Let's see. How do we do this? Do we go to a website? How do we find out more?
Yeah, Larry, a great place to start is by visiting go.53.com/LIAM. From there, you can use Fifth Third's life insurance calculator to get a personalized snapshot of how much coverage you really need, or get in touch with an expert in one of our branches in your area who can help you with any additional questions you may have about life insurance. Again, that's go.53.com/LIAM.
Okay, very good. Howard Hammond, thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
Thank you, Larry. Good luck this weekend.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, we will take a little break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Thursday will be humid with clouds and sun, a shower or thunderstorm in spots during the morning hours, and a couple of thunderstorms are likely during the afternoon and evening hours, high 87 to 91. Partly cloudy later Thursday night, lows in the mid to upper 70s. For Friday, partly sunny and becoming breezy with a shower or thunderstorm around, mainly in the afternoon, the high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today, 352-680-7000.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Stick to your normal sleep schedule if you can, even while on vacation. That way, when you do return to work, you'll feel more restored and productive than somebody who's returning from vacation super stressed and tired. People living 50 meters from a major road were 7% more likely to develop dementia than people who live further away. Having a jam-packed weekend feels precisely 6 hours longer than one spent on the sofa.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Yesterday, I went looking for gasoline, and it was hard to find gasoline. And so I wanted to tell you a way to find gasoline. There is an app for your smartphone that is put out there by the people who give you the Gas Buddy information. GasBuddy.com is a website and an app where you can find the best prices in town. And right now, I'm going to not tell you the best prices. I'm just because a lot of stations don't have gas. Okay,
No,
and
they
so
don't.
what do you call this group called? Gas Buddy again. Gas Buddy has turned on several features to help people find gas in advance of Hurricane Irma. So I'm telling you this because yesterday I didn't. First of all, my phone is not smart enough. I need to get a smarter phone that'll enable me to have an app. But I do have the information right here. Anybody interested?
Yes.
You? Okay, good. I see one hand.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, the app has something called Tracker. You don't need an app. You can do this on your computer because I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay.
It's called tracker.gasbuddy.com, and it actually zoom into Ocala, and you will find the gas station listing. If it's got a green cartoon balloon over it, then they have gas. If they have a red cartoon balloon, then they have no fuel. Mm-hmm. If there's a gray cartoon balloon, then it's not known. I guess nobody's called in about it. And if it's got a black cartoon balloon, that means the station has no power. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
But there is one on this list here in Ocala, right there on the corner of 10th and I guess that'd be Pine, looks like. It looks like the Marathon. Why would they have no power? Anyway, that's what it says. All right, and keep in mind, this information comes from motorists. This is not done by the Gas Buddy people. It's done by people in their cars who went to the gas station and hit the thing. Nope, they don't have it. Or yes, they do have it.
Yes.
Which means it's probably pretty accurate, but it may not be. So first off, if you can go to the website or use your app, that's the best idea I can tell you. Tracker.gasbuddy.com.
Nice.
And I don't want to read all of them. It would be crazy radio to do that. However, let me just see real quickly if I can tell you. I'm going to try to zoom into near the mall here. Well, yesterday I went over to the gas station's by the Cracker Barrel, and they all had no gas, and right now they do.
Oh, good.
Right now they do. So, and that would include Sam's Club, the one by the Waffle House, and the one across the street by the Burger King. Those three do have gas. The one I found gasoline in has a gray cartoon balloon over it, which means it's not known. Nobody has called in about that one. But yesterday they did, and it was a long line, too.
Yeah, it was. It was backed up.
People were pretty behaved, though, so that was the good thing. Nobody was getting mad.
I'll say.
Right across the street, the Texaco station says no fuel. At the Texaco station across the street.
From the Paddock
From the
Mall.
Paddock Mall, yes. So those are the ones right here in the neighborhood where we're broadcasting from. I obviously can't read you the whole city, but I would encourage. But if you call and ask, I will look it up. I have no problem. Going out 200 by the Walgreens as a gas station. Oh, this is the racetrack.
Do they have gas?
No, they are no fuel. It says right
'cause
now.
there was nobody there this morning when I came by.
No
or
fuel.
last night when I went home.
And going back closer to town. Let's see. Going in on 200. Let me find some here.
There's A1 Beverages across from the Cascades, which is like the only gas station between Pine Street and, going east on 40 to the next one. So we need that gas station on the corner.
Okay. But anyway, obviously, like I said, you can't read all of them. Anyway. Call me if you want to know, but otherwise, go to that app. All right. Another thing. Pastor Snyder wrote me and asked me to announce this. Pastor Snyder, I'm sorry, Pastor, I know you really well and love you. Don't remember the name of your church, though. Do you remember the name of his church? In Silver Spring Shore. You don't remember it either. Okay.
I would have if you wouldn't have asked me.
Is it First Alliance or something?
No, it's oh my gosh.
But anyway, he's got Pastor Snyder and his congregation built a building to house pregnant girls who had nowhere else to go. His mission, he's opposed to abortion, of course, and this is not talking about abortion. This is talking about
Family of God Fellowship.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So he's talking about shelter.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know why the house was built. The house was built to house girls who are pregnant, who probably won't keep the baby, but they don't want to go through the abortion process. They'd rather give it up for adoption, and they got nowhere else to go, so this is where they stay. Well, he has here a letter. He said, "Hi, Larry. I'm getting the message out that we have a few beds available for young women. This is only for women now, who need emergency housing during the hurricane. If you want," he said, "the service is free. He's not charging anything." He gives his phone number as 352-216-3025. So again, Pastor Snyder is who you're calling, his wife Martha, the two wonderful people.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, 216-3025 is the number for that.
Okay.
School is closed tomorrow.
Yep.
School is closed Monday.
Yep.
So the kids have a 4-day weekend, and the high school football games have all been rescheduled for tonight. We're not. That's the public schools. We're not sure about the private schools, and that includes the Trinity Catholic High School football game that Galen Unold is going to be doing the broadcast from. Whether it's tonight or tomorrow, I am a little bit unclear about that. It's a little confusing because the website for the opposing team down in Orlando indicates that they are playing, and yet Robin talked to the coach of the Trinity High School team yesterday.
Yeah, Coach Bond.
And he said they're not playing each other, but he was going to find another team. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Galen will be on in about 5 minutes. We'll be able to ask him.
And at 9 a.m. we're calling Coach Bond, and because that's the time he asked us to call him to find out for sure.
Let's see, what else? So just remember, school closed tomorrow, school closed Monday, and hopefully by Tuesday we're all still here. The worst that we are expected is going to be on Sunday night, although you will start to feel the outermost bands probably Saturday.
I would think so.
The outermost bands of the storm probably Saturday. Hurricane Irma is being considered one of the most powerful storms ever. It has sustained winds of 185 miles per hour, according to the weather folks. By the time it reaches us, the winds will be 120 miles an hour. So a 65 mile per hour decrease because of the land. However, 120 mile an hour winds often spawn tornadoes.
Yes.
And often cause gusts, which could easily be 165 miles per hour. And hey, even 120 mile per hour sustained winds are nothing you want. So I know you've already probably been getting ready, but if not, Robin, you found 3 gallons of water because there was a limit of 3 gallons,
Yep.
right?
At Publix in the 40 East Shopping Center last night, it said, please, 3 gallons per person.
Yeah. If you want to know about the shelters, Robin gave me this information also. Bellevue Middle School and Westport High School are shelters for those with special needs. Those with pets can use Vanguard High School as a shelter. We'll repeat this tomorrow. If you're tuning in today and tomorrow, you're going to hear like the same stuff.
Yeah, and it's on Facebook too, so we haven't forgotten.
No, you've been doing an awesome job. And everybody else, if you want to shelter in one of the schools, Fort McCoy School, Lake Ware High School, and North Marion Middle School are all being utilized. Their buildings are being utilized as shelters. But again, if you have a pet, Vanguard, right?
Yes.
Right name, Vanguard.
Yeah, Vanguard High School.
Okay. What else do I have here? I guess so. Yesterday, when you saw the interstate packed with traffic, a lot of those people were coming up from South Florida. They're all getting out of there.
I know. My cousin and her father-in-law drove up from Naples yesterday morning, and they're riding out the storm here. I mean, they grabbed, whatever they needed to come up, and the interstate was very slow, but they did make it here. And then once they got off the interstate, then they topped off their gasoline, and then they're here. So thank God you're here.
And so they'll have to put up with the same storm we have, but hopefully it'll be a little bit less because we're so far inland. Let me take a phone call or two. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning, guys.
Hey, you.
See, another great idea that I heard was utilizing your washing machine. Put your water, your soda, your beer, whatever you're going to be drinking in the wash machine. Load it up with ice. Put the cover down. It's going to stay cold for a long time. And when you're done, you just turn the wash machine on and it empties all the water out.
There you go. Good idea.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Good idea. Make sure it's not a front-loading machine.
Right. You might be in a little bit of trouble, right? and don't turn it on either while you got it in there.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Hey, thank you. Stay safe, Hugh.
You bet. Thank you.
We got a few days left before we are really having to worry about it. But hey, the schools are amazing. They're on top of their game. They're giving us the information we need to know. So
yeah, because you can't wait till the last minute for supplies or to know where the shelters are or anything. You have to do it now.
And just remember, first of all, if you need to know the weather and have no other way, if cable's out or whatever, we're here. We've got a generator. Joe and Dan did a little check with it yesterday and made sure that it's working. So we are going to be on the air. We're in a pretty good place. Robin and I broadcast during a hurricane years ago at the old WTMC studios, which were in a shack.
A real shack.
Which were in a shack. I am not exaggerating when I remember this story. The roof, the parts of the roof literally blew off, fortunately in an office area, not over the equipment. And I literally climbed on top of that roof.
Yes,
I don't think I could do that now. I climbed on that roof with a hammer and some nails and some big, thick plastic and protected that lady's desk from getting any wetter than it already was. All right, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster.
Absolutely devastating.
The Prime Minister of Barbuda in the Caribbean, Gaston Brown, says almost every building there is damaged, with 60% of the population now homeless from Hurricane Irma. Other islands are hit hard too, with the storm now heading toward Florida. People trying to escape north cheered a gas delivery at a station in Miami Beach.
I've never been so happy to see gas in my entire life.
10 deaths are blamed on the storm in the Caribbean. Donald Trump Jr. is being interviewed today behind closed doors by the Senate Judiciary Committee investigating Russian election meddling.
A June 2016 meeting at Trump Tower is likely to be a central focus. Donald Trump Jr. was there, along with Jared Kushner, then campaign chair Paul Manafort, and a Russian lawyer who supposedly promised damaging information about Hillary Clinton.
Fox's Melanie Wilkes in Washington. The Trump appearance is at 9:30 Eastern Time. Fox News, we report, you decide.
As a small business owner, you're always on the go. So how can you make sure you never miss a customer's call? Grasshopper. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a business phone system. That's right. Grasshopper turns your cell phone into a business phone system that's affordable and incredibly easy to use. Get a toll-free or vanity phone number that's memorable and professional. Customers are forwarded to your phone and connected to you or your team wherever you are. And with our app, your outgoing calls and texts show up as your professional phone number. We'll transcribe your voicemails and send them to your email so you can determine their importance at a glance. So whether you're always on the go or working from home and need to keep business calls separate, or you simply want a professional tone, Grasshopper makes it happen. Set up your account in just minutes. There are no long-term contracts and support is 24/7. Get your calls, stay connected, thrive. Now get $20 off your plan when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. grasshopper.com/radio.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Pay your taxes, eat your vegetables, watch your weight, mow the lawn, clean the house. We all have stuff we don't want to do. Isn't it about time you did something you wanted to do? Like getting your pilot's license? At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their Discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Call today, 861-7484.
Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. And Galen Unold is on the phone from Life South Community Blood Center to, among other things, tell us the important role that we play in making sure there's a blood supply. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good. Where are you right now?
I'm trying to find gas. I ran out of gas yesterday.
I can help you.
Okay.
I can help you.
Ridiculous.
By the
ridiculous.
way, let me tell you about an app. Gas Buddy has a new app. It's called. I found it online called tracker.gasbuddy.com. So I don't know how you get it to your phone, but I can tell. Where are you right now?
I am at the corner of Northeast 7th or Northeast or Southeast 1st Avenue, and I'm just off of 441. So anything on 441 would be great.
Anything on 441?
And I have 15 miles to find gas. I ran out yesterday trying to come home from work because people are panicking over a hurricane that is 6 days away.
It's not 6 days away.
That I couldn't even get gas to go home. So,
All right. According to this now, the marathon across from Popeyes has gas. According to this, the Shell station next to Popeyes, across from Dunkin' Donuts, has gas.
All right.
Do you know where I'm talking?
I will be there in about 2.5 minutes.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I'll let you know if your app is good.
Okay, all right, and you're probably going to come across lines because yesterday I was doing the same thing you're doing right now, and you knew right away when the gas station had no gas, there was no cars, and when they had gas, there was a line, a big line.
I came by that station that you said was on 200 by the Burger King this morning at 6 o'clock, and there was a line on to 200, so they were all right there congregating.
Yeah, so
crazy.
He's going to get there in a couple minutes.
People need to keep their tanks filled.
Oh, Galen, I went to one gas station. There was a guy with 6 big red gas cans.
There you go.
Just filling them up.
That's why we're out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's all right. So be careful going there. Let us know. So the other thing we were waiting to hear from you is regarding the football game. What is the story there?
Yeah, I talked to the coach from Trinity High School last night, and it's been canceled. They moved it to week 11 because the team from Orlando didn't want to play it. So, again, I mean, this hurricane's not going to get here till the Florida Gators are still playing on Saturday at noon.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the hurricane's not supposed to be up in our area till Monday.
Sunday night.
Okay. All right. It changes constantly, but yeah. Sunday night, early Monday morning.
Right.
And we're already out of gas. We're already out of water.
Right.
That's silly. It's silly, is what it is.
Right. Are you there yet? Are you at the gas station?
No. People are trying to do their jobs, and they can't because people are panicking. I guess it's funny.
It's funny right now because I was exactly the way you are yesterday. I was driving around. My little thing was telling me I'm gonna be
run
done.
out any time.
I figured I was gonna have to take the bus to work this morning. Is what I thought.
Well, I did run out. My wife had to come get me. I mean, it's.
Oh my!
I don't know. I don't think that's very funny, but okay.
Well, you don't have to laugh, but I'm chuckling at you.
You have to take the opportunity because people don't want to wait till the last minute, just in case power is out. You won't pump your gas, and you're not going to be able to.
But anyway.
Okay. All right. Let's walk through that scenario. What do you need gas for then? If there's no power and where are you going to drive your car? We're not going to evacuate this area. This is a non-evacuation area, but there are people that are coming from Miami that are coming through the area that will need gas because they have been evacuated. So what are they supposed to do? But because people are panicking, there is no gas. It's like a run on the banks.
Well, most of the gas.
It's just panic for panic's sake.
But the gas stations that are out the most are right along the interstate. Just so you know.
Exactly.
All right.
People are panicking.
Are you there yet? I want to find out if this thing is right.
No.
Hey, and by the way, you're in the Oasis zone because every gas station around there is a red little cartoon balloon. The green cartoon balloon means it's got gas. The red cartoon balloon means it doesn't. And you're heading to the only two in that very small area.
Okay.
Oh, so
I can see it. I just can't get there yet. Traffic is ridiculous.
That's why traffic is ridiculous. Is because there probably is a line blocking traffic.
Because there are people trying to get gas 5 days before. Right.
It's not 5 days. Today
it's coming. It's going to be here Sunday.
3 days. 3 days away.
Thursday. So we have all day today. Thursday.
Right.
Friday.
Right.
Saturday.
Right.
Sunday. Early Monday morning.
Let me ask you something. When you get there, Are you going to have an attitude? Because these people are just in the same frame of mind you are. They could be explosive.
I'm just trying to get to work.
I know, but I'm saying, will you have an attitude?
No, I won't
All
talk
right.
to anybody. I'll be on the radio.
Do you want me to come down there? Can I help at all? Is there anything I can do?
No, I just think it's this whole panic situation. I mean, it's just pure panic, and what are you panicking over?
All right, so
because you saw some images that were 1,000 miles away.
yes,
I mean that's why people are panicking.
Right, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly what it is.
All right, so so no football game at all. Not tonight. Not tomorrow night.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Correct.
Okay. All right, let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
I feel like Jimmy Carter's the president.
The Marathon gas station is now out of gas.
It is out of gas right now?
It is out of gas.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, Galen, so my map here is wrong. The Marathon, he said, is out, but it says the Shell station has gas. Now, I don't know if that's...
I'm here, and there's about 50 cars because people are idiots.
Okay, so you already passed the Marathon station.
No, the Marathon is further. I live south of the Shell station.
Oh, okay.
Marathon is further north.
Oh, okay. I was picturing you going the other direction. Okay. Oh my gosh! All this. When I just refreshed it, they all changed. They must have lost gas while we were talking. But anyway, this.
Oh, I mean, there's people talking about on the radio, and they're panicking. They're like, "Get prepared, get prepared." 5 days away.
So you blaming us for this?
You're gonna use all the. I'm blaming all the media. You're gonna run out of whatever gas you get today. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you, there's
for
not
something that may or may not happen.
the app.
And this hurricane's going to be. It's now. Yesterday it was 200 miles wide. Now it's 80 miles wide.
No,
it's pure panic.
It's not 80 miles wide. It's still the same size as it was. All right, hold on. So you definitely can tell there's probably gas there because of the line.
Yeah, it's full. Yeah, they even have an attendant standing out directing traffic.
That's how it was when I came
I just
home.
want to know. I just want to know when we're going to get the hostages back from Iran.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking when I was doing it yesterday. I hadn't seen lines like that since those years. Exactly.
What is this person doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
You better be nice.
He's trying to do a U-turn at the end of the parking lot. I have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, yesterday we went to get gas, Galen, and somebody with a beautiful RV. I love those RVs, but he was huge, and
my gosh,
he was in the way. I mean,
oh yeah,
just impossible to get past him.
Yeah, and again, that's part of the problem is people filling up. I see all these RVs. I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah,
this is the evacuation area.
Yeah, well, they're getting out of South Florida.
Yeah, they're coming here.
No, this is on 441.
Right. Well, the other thing is people are using this app called Florida 511 or something like that.
Yes, Florida 511.
To show them where the traffic is, so they're not taking the interstate. They're taking 441.
Can I go right there?
Oh, you talking to me? Oh,
no, he's talking to the traffic director.
Can I go right there? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, go right there, Galen.
Yeah. Oh, guy's just standing there. He's not doing a very good job.
You got to get the app, and you got to put on your app that because this is consumer driven, so you got to change that green flag over Marathon to make it red.
Well, I'm not at Marathon, so you can do it.
I don't
you have the app.
I don't have the app. Can I do it with the computer? No, I don't know how to do it. You're more app friendly. Is that the gas pump here right there? Listen to you. All right.
No, that's my phone, my car beeping.
All right. Let's take a little break. Well, this is fun radio. Galen getting gas. Galen but you found
I get gas I have to fill up 3 times a week.
Yeah, I bet you do. So,
right.
Well, you better fill up. You better you want a gas can? I got one for my lawnmower.
I brought it because I had already had to fill it up because I ran out yesterday. And that's how I got home because my wife brought it to me. Because if you were to buy a gas can yesterday, it'd be like $12.
Right. Well, fill it up while you're there. Are you working the gas pump?
What about?
Are you doing the gas pump? Right.
And what about? Yeah. And what about Amazon price gouging people on water? How sad is that?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that story.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't either.
Oh, by the way,
No, that's because Amazon won't allow you to talk about it. It'll cut you off your Prime.
so now you're calmed down. He's calmed down. Now he's getting gas.
Yeah, because he's pumping gas.
Yeah. You didn't have to wait that long.
I mean, it was like how much? I couldn't even go to work.
You had no wait at all. I had to wait so long yesterday.
Yeah.
You got right in there basically.
Well, that's 'cause I'll be honest with you. I went around the block and I hacked them all. They're on the street, and I just went around them.
Oh,
you got to be smarter than people. You can't be a sheep. Can't be a sheep.
Yeah, here comes. Who's that yelling? Somebody's yelling at you. You cut ahead of us.
No, it's the attendant.
What's he saying?
He's yelling at the same car that was trying to do a U-turn.
Chandler doesn't understand why I'm finding it funny. I don't know either. Hey, we got to take a little break. Let's take a break. We're going to find out about the blood supply. Can you tell me that stuff right now or not right now?
Yeah.
How is it?
I mean, we're in good shape because of Dragon Con. So we talked to all of our hospitals yesterday about our disaster preparedness plan, which is why I need to go to work today, so we can continue that work. But yeah, I mean, we're in good shape. So our real concern right now is for our hospitals on the East Coast, which is Jacksonville, and all the flooding and the potential bridge closures that are happening. And also we have to figure out how we're going to get all of our vehicles gassed up, which was also a topic yesterday. So just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood today, because this hurricane's coming in either 4 days, according to Larry, or 5 days, according to me. And our plan, unlike most of these schools, is to run blood drives as long as we possibly can.
All right. Well, the reason the schools are closing is not because of the storm, but because they need to prepare them to be shelters.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I completely understand
they
that.
need shelter.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do understand it.
All right, hold on. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Thursday will be humid with clouds and sun, a shower or thunderstorm in spots during the morning hours, and a couple of thunderstorms are likely during the afternoon and evening hours, high 87 to 91. Partly cloudy later Thursday night, lows in the mid to upper 70s. For Friday, partly sunny and becoming breezy with a shower or thunderstorm around, mainly in the afternoon, the high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTupholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
All right, 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, Galen Unold is on the phone. He's out there getting gas because yesterday he ran out of gas, but he found some at a Shell station on South Pine. I guess that's called South Pine, just by Popeye's, across from Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there's more than one marathon station, so the gentleman who called in must be referring to a different one because you say the one across the street from there does have gas, right?
Yeah, it's full too. I mean, there's a line there.
It's packed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing right now? Are you back on the road?
Yep. I am done getting gas.
All right. And how are you getting to Gainesville? 441?
Yeah, I got to check my app. I got to take this gas can back to the house that my wife freaked out that I need to fill.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you something, and I wanted to thank you for sharing my little attempt to get some notice.
Yes.
And I was surprised that you actually helped because the New York Yankees are the team that is sponsoring this thing.
Look out.
Did you hang up on
Yeah,
it?
I saw that.
Okay.
No, I'm here. Yeah.
So-
I mean, I don't know why you're bringing up the Yankees, but yeah.
Because
I saw that.
because they are doing this thing that I participated in.
Sure, I saw that, but I don't know why you had to. I could have just done without talking about the Yankees this morning.
Well, at least Galen knew it was.
Come on, Why can't I ask a question? I think this is fair. Who is Johnny Damon? Can you answer that, or is it a?
Yeah, he's a former Red Sox who won a World Series with the Red Sox and then went on to play for the Yankees.
Oh, okay. So is that like being a traitor when that happens?
It doesn't endear you to the fans. I mean, he was one of the original Dirt Dogs, and I'll always love him because he won a World Series, the first World Series for the Red Sox in my lifetime, and I'll always love him. But I don't always like him.
But anyway, thank you for helping share that thing. I did like a fast motion for the listeners of a drawing I did for a children's book. Yeah.
Cool. The forehead looked really good.
Oh my gosh! I'll have to go down to Bellevue and cut that out of there.
No. It's part of the show now.
It's part of the show. All right. So as you're driving, tell us if you see any gas stations that are open. You will be the live on the spot gas buddy.
That's right.
Well, I passed 5 before I got to that Shell station. I was on my way. I told my wife, so I'm going to take this route. If there's no gas on that route, I'm just coming home.
Oh, okay.
But I found gas at the Shell station. So
okay.
Every gas station I'm passing is out.
All right. All right. So let me tell the listeners again. There's an app that I got information from that it gives you a cartoon balloon, like one of those little things like a cartoon uses. If it's green, it means there's fuel. If it's red, it means there's no fuel. And if it's gray, it means I guess nobody knows. And it's user driven, so people with phones are actually reporting these things. And I don't know how accurate or how current it is, but there's hardly any green. The reds are more populous than the greens, and which means there's a lot of. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's like there's people panicking because of a storm that's 5 days away.
5 days away.
Well, speaking about shelters, we just got a press release about the Florida Agriculture and Horse Park. There, if anybody has their horses and they need to find shelter for them, they can board up to 126 horses. They have water and hookups for 37 RVs and trailers. And so they're reaching out to the horse community too, because sometimes they don't have a place for their horses. So
Thank you.
You mentioned shelters for the humans and everything. This is for horses.
So, Galen, here's what it says regarding the timing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what it says.
I'm ready.
By the time it reaches us, it'll be basically, and I'm talking about like if it's hugging the coast like they predict, it'll be hugging the coast on Monday at 2 a.m.
Correct.
At 2 a.m., which technically that's Sunday night. So Sunday night, Monday morning. It'll be a Category 3 hurricane at that time with 120 miles. What's that?
Right. That's worst case scenario. Yeah.
Okay.
Is a Category 3.
Right. And it's 120 mile per hour winds. Now, that is sustained winds, not, that's sustained. The gusts could be stronger. He's making light of it, I think.
I know.
No, I'm not making light of it at all. What I'm doing is I just ran out of gas because of the panic. I think people are taking it seriously. But the issue is the way, and I said this yesterday. It's the issue of the way it's reported in the information you've given. The sustained winds, what they do is that's the highest recorded wind that they get more than 2 times.
Right.
So it's not a consistent 120 miles an hour. And then there are gusts that could be higher, but the highest recorded gust of more than once or twice or something like that is 120 miles an hour. So it's not like 120 miles for 20 minutes. There's no 120 mile an hour winds are going to be anywhere near Ocala, Florida. There just aren't.
All right. So let me ask you this. If you and I did the radio show together rather than Robin and I, God forbid, but if that was the way it was, what would you tell the listeners?
Pay attention, but don't panic. I mean, by the time we know, we'll have at least, we'll know tomorrow what this hurricane's going to do, because by then it'll be approaching the big landmass. And when it takes the landmass, it's either going to go straight, take a left. If it takes a left, that's a problem. And if it takes a right, it's not going to be a problem.
Right.
And so, it could be a much ado about nothing.
That could be.
But this build-up for the last 5 days, and getting everybody worked up and panicked over nothing, to me is irresponsible.
No, it's not irresponsible. It's important. Let me tell you what I think is also part of the problem, though. Part of the problem is listening habits and viewing habits, because if there's no big news in the news, nobody stays tuned to it. But our job is to repeat it as much as possible, because people come and go.
Exactly.
If you're listening and we're doing a segment on trivia, and you think, oh, the world is fine, they're doing a trivia game, then but we have to keep slipping it in, because people come and go. And that's the nature of this type of a broadcast. But people have a habit of staying tuned when there's something like this going on, and so they hear it over and over and over, and that's probably what causes the panic.
And what will also happen is for the next hurricane, it'll become less important to those around you.
Well,
and then the next one will become less important.
That's called Jose.
Yeah,
and what happens is people become, oh my gosh, here comes the media hyping something else that's not real.
Well, I don't know if that applies to us.
And that's part of the issue.
I don't think that applies to us.
No.
I don't think so.
I'm not, okay, fine. Then the media in general,
because,
like the Weather Channel, because that's how the Weather Channel makes their money. But they make such a big deal of it because they want listeners, they want watchers, and they want clicks.
All right, but so you can't win.
The next time it becomes small.
You can't win. You can't win, because if you don't say anything, then everybody says, oh my gosh, how come you didn't let us know? Let me tell you something. I saw something on Facebook where somebody was complaining that how come, what's this one called, Irma?
Irma.
Is getting so much hype and nobody hyped Harvey. Well, let me say something. People did hype Harvey, but we live in Florida and we weren't paying attention to it.
Exactly.
Well, Harvey wasn't the hurricane's not what hurt people. It was the 50 inches of rain that happened.
You're
with
not
Harvey.
hearing what I'm saying.
No.
I'm talking about the media coverage of it. The media was constantly talking about Harvey.
Okay.
They were over and over and over and over.
Exactly.
But we don't live in Houston.
That's right.
So we were saying, oh, it's Houston. It's not us. Fine. But because we're here, we're getting gas, we're getting water, we're getting power bars. I don't know.
Exactly.
Hey, Doug panicked the other day. He was watching the same thing you talk about. He said, Larry, you got to go get me some cigars.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was first and foremost on his list. His comfort zone.
That's funny. Yeah,
you need comfort stuff.
I'm nervous. I got to get some cigar. I quit smoking, but I got to start again. Just for this moment.
Jeez.
Let me squeeze in a phone call.
No, but I really believe that we'll have plenty of time. On this weekend, we'll have time tomorrow. Because tomorrow we'll know.
My niece asked me if we would help bring some bread and some water to her aunt and her grandmother who are 90-something years old.
Yes. Right.
And so we did, and she was just a little bit nervous about being so old. What are they going to do? So
Exactly.
That's fantastic. I have no problem with
all
it.
right, all right. Thank you, Palm Garden. Thank you, Penn Flooring. Galen, thank you for what you do. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I can drive.
And the Bloodmobile is?
Today we're at Winn-Dixie out on Mary Camp Road.
All right, not Harvey's.
No.
All right, we'll be right back. Thank you, Galen.
Absolutely devastating.
The Prime Minister of Barbuda in the Caribbean, Gaston Brown, says almost every building there is damaged, with 60% of the population now homeless from Hurricane Irma. Other islands are hit hard too, with the storm now heading toward Florida. People trying to escape north cheered a gas delivery at a station in Miami Beach.
I've never been so happy to see gas in my entire life.
10 deaths are blamed on the storm in the Caribbean. Donald Trump Jr. is being interviewed today behind closed doors by the Senate Judiciary Committee investigating Russian election meddling.
A June 2016 meeting at Trump Tower is likely to be a central focus. Donald Trump Jr. was there, along with Jared Kushner, then campaign chair Paul Manafort, and a Russian lawyer who supposedly promised damaging information about Hillary Clinton.
Fox's Melanie Wilkes in Washington. The Trump appearance is at 9:30 Eastern Time. Fox News, we report, you decide.
As a small business owner, you're always on the go. So how can you make sure you never miss a customer's call? Grasshopper. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a business phone system. That's right. Grasshopper turns your cell phone into a business phone system that's affordable and incredibly easy to use. Get a toll-free or vanity phone number that's memorable and professional. Customers are forwarded to your phone and connected to you or your team wherever you are. And with our app, your outgoing calls and texts show up as your professional phone number. We'll transcribe your voicemails and send them to your email so you can determine their importance at a glance. So whether you're always on the go or working from home and need to keep business calls separate, or you simply want a professional tone, Grasshopper makes it happen. Set up your account in just minutes. There are no long-term contracts and support is 24/7. Get your calls, stay connected, thrive. Now get $20 off your plan when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. grasshopper.com/radio.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Stick to your normal sleep schedule if you can, even while on vacation. That way, when you do return to work, you'll feel more restored and productive than somebody who's returning from vacation super stressed and tired. People living 50 meters from a major road were 7% more likely to develop dementia than people who live further away. Having a jam-packed weekend feels precisely 6 hours longer than one spent on the sofa.
Intelligence for your life on the John